This is the Ellis Martin Report and Money Talk Radio. ES Gold Corp is a fully permitted pre-production resource company at the forefront of clean mining and exploration innovation. With proven expertise in Quebec, the company has advanced its projects toward production and feasibility while delivering long-term value through sustainable resource recovery and exploration. ES Gold's flagship Montauban property, located 80 kilometers west of Quebec City, serves as a model for responsible mining practices, combining near-term production with district-scale potential. The company trades on the CSE as ESAU and in the U.S. on the OTCQB under the symbol ESAUF. On our journey to learn more about the company and speak with individuals who've taken a vested interest in ES Gold, today we're chatting with entrepreneur and noted Quebec geologist and investor André Gauthier at the Society for Mining, Metallurgy and Exploration Conference in New York City. André, it's great to visit with you here in New York. We're going to talk about ES Gold. You are a director and an investor in the company, and you help share the story with others. So share the story with me today on the Montauban Project.
Okay, first of all, when I kind of saw the ES Gold a few months ago, I look at the project and, at the beginning it was really to help the shareholders. Trying to see, because I couldn't understand why this project was not going ahead. It's so difficult to find in a junior sphere a company that can generate cash flow within maximum an 18-month period. And when I'm talking 6 months ago. So now it's aimed at with 8 millions, you can generate over 60 millions in free cash flow. So I looked at the details a little more, and then I realized that really we were combining easy generate cash flow. The risk is not so high because this is just tailings. All the evaluation of the deposits or the former tailings are there, the grades, this is just there. I walked into the field on this, I saw all that, took some samples, all there, and access is easy, and you're solving an environmental problem for the regions and for the Quebec government. And that's only 1 hour drive from Quebec City on a paved highway. So we did all that and realized that, but what about the potential? The tailings are there, but what about the potential? Then I'm not really experimenting in massive sulfide. It's more in gold and in some other things. But look at massive sulfide, talk to my friends from Australia. They used to work at Broken Hill. And then because it was more or less the same geological context and age and more or less typical deposit, lead, zinc, silver, So just realize, my friends look at that and say, that's something like Broken Hill. Okay, then look at that. And then I realized there is no drill holes deeper than 250 meters drilled there. And the mine was at 250 meters. And obviously we're in the Gradeville, so this is not so straight, then it's always complex structures, complex geology. But like one of my good friends was saying, rain comes from the sky, generally mines come from underground. So I guess that we have to go there. However, there was no way that we will go there, explore, if we don't mine the tailings. So that's why there is no rush to drill and test that. But that's why we're doing that survey, passive seismic over it, and that we call it tomography, and with what we discussed with the guy, artificial intelligence, and trying to modelize from the surface down to more or less 1.2 kilometers.
Based on the data that is there?
Absolutely.
And no work has been done on the Montauban Project for 110 years, am I right?
Yeah, it's probably since 1911. But in the tailings, Muscocho, the old mine, that's 100 years. But in the 70s, Muscocho, Flanagan, McAdam, they mined, or Muscocho Exploration mined gold deposits on surface. That was limited, and it's related to the massive sulfides, but it's not really well understood, the geology really between those two deposits. And that's basically two deposits. It's not a gold zone, and it's really like two deposits, probably part of the same system. That's why, but it's never been explored. And in the region either, because a lot of prospector came. Even Placer Dome came at a certain time, so came, but it was already small properties, and we test a VLF anomaly there, we test a MAG anomaly there, it was not an overall overview tackle of the region. That's what we decided to stake and look for the region, because if it's broken hill style, it may have some extension either ways. So we covered all that. There is no other really people over there working seriously. So that's why we know we can work there. So the plan is really we generate the cash flow with the, I call it the gravel, but no, with the tailing. And then from that, then we will go systematically explore. Maybe we will, once we are well financed and once we are sure that the development of the project goes well, then we can think about exploring. But the main reason to explore is not only because we don't want to mind the shareholders and to raise money just to explore, but it's also because for the region, they want to clean the area. So we have to really get rid of the tailings and recycle well and the permission, I won't have any problem, but it's a matter of image. We solve, and the region will continue to be happy. That's a mining region. You'd be surprised how the people are happy you may have some opposition, but in general, they want to have mines. These guys, some of these people, their parents work at the mine, so they remember quite well. And apart from potatoes in that region, that's really the mine's possible source of work.
You're doing everyone a service, and you're helping out, hopefully, potentially, your shareholders and new shareholders that might be taking a look at ES Gold today. Andre, thank you so much for joining me today on the program. It's great to meet you in person.
Thank you very much to receive me.
I've been chatting with Quebec geologist André Gauthier on behalf of ES Gold, trading as ESAU on the CSE and in the U.S. on the OTCQB as ESAUF. Take a closer look at the company by going to their website, esgold.com. For the Ellis Martin Report and Money Talk Radio, I'm Ellis Martin.